Hello my friends, welcome everyone on my channel. I was sitting today and thinking to make a new video, and I was thinking about what I can make a new video. And in the end I decided to make a video about the news that are happening in our gaming world. So take something to eat and drink, sit comfortable, and let's just get started.
'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't.
We are gonna start the video with the Mafia remake. 2K Games and Studio Hunger 13 have revealed gameplay footage of Mafia Definitive Edition. This is going to be a remake of the original Mafia from 2002, the gangster action game. From the beginning, players were worried about the whole structure of the remake. Due to a big world, the classic Mafia represents a linear game divided in missions and with accent on the storyline. As we know, a lot of open world games now have a different philosophy. You have secondary missions beside the main storyline, an opportunity to study the open world. But Mafia Remake will keep the canon and the main game will be concentrated on the story side. The location was not enlarged like in original version, and we will have the map in the spirit of GTA. And also it is going to be kept the modes such as free ride and test drive. That will give opportunity to players to travel and study locations. People had negative opinion on the shooting part of the game because they were complaining that shooting part of the game is too fast. And also they saw a lot of bugs on the presentation. But I think this is not critical because they have time to fix it. Because Mafia 1 remake will be released on September 25. Last week was the presentation of the games for Xbox Series X, and on that presentation Microsoft finally made their announce about the next project from the series Fable. It was assumed and now confirmed that the studio who will develop this game is going to be Background Games. Game developers showed cinematic trailer of the future game, but it was so short and this just caused a lot more question on the game. The project would be a reload of the series and a new start of the fantasy franchise where players will be exploring the land of magic creatures and the magic places. Regretfully, they didn't show the gameplay process. And as we know, now Fable is going to be available for Xbox Series X and for PCs.
Interstellar night space, no one else sees.
On the same presentation of the games for Xbox Series X, Microsoft showed up the first trailer and revealed the story mode for Crossfire X. Till now, Crossfire X had just the multiplayer mode. This is a really good news for the fan base because finally they will be able to enjoy the storyline on this game. In the story, you will be part of the global conflict between two mercenary organizations. One is called Globalist and the other one is called Blacklist. This game and setting of the game reminds of the other game, Metal Gear Solid. And the weird fact is that on the storyline is going to work a different studio, and the studio who is going to work is going to be Remedy. The approximate date of the release is going to be at the end of the year, so we just have to wait a little bit more until we can enjoy the story mode for this game.
Into the unknown.
The dark location of Middle Centuries, populated with rats, is in the past now. The studio Fat Shark announced new game in their universe of Warhammer games. This one is going to be called Warhammer Dark Tide, and will see the light in 2021. To the auditors it was shown a trailer, and in the trailer we saw a group of heroes that are chased by the bloodthirsty creatures. They proposed to us a cooperative first-person shooter for 4 players. Our heroes meet the forces of the house cult that transform people in creatures that are more like vampires, and we will have to fight against them. From the trailer, you can see a really good graphic, and as we know, Fat Sharks, they are making good games. So we are hoping that this one is not gonna be disappointing one. The game will be an exclusive for Xbox Series X and also will have a PC version.
There's never been a better time to feel alive. I found no way, we're past the lines where truth won't lie.
Last week, studio GSC Game World released first trailer of S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, and finally we saw the look of the game, and this game is one of the most waited game in gaming community. The trailer showed to players dark atmosphere, anomalies, and location in the dead town Pripyat. The first plant was reserved for the famous Ferris wheel, and in the background we have the abandoned blocks. In the next scene, it show up a dark tunnel that is being illuminated by a red light. Then the action again moves outside, and it's showing to players different city locations. In the middle of the trailer, GSC Game World is demonstrating how anomalies work and their presence with the steel screw trick, one of the game feature. Closer to the end, on the screen showed up stalkers and a secret laboratory where strange experiments are done. Inside we can see capsules that contain muted organisms that are very like human hearts. The fans of the game will appreciate the moment where stalkers are sitting by the campfire, because this place reminds about the location from the part day of Chernobyl. The last scene of the video was given to a lonely traveler that is walking through the forest, and game developers call him the hero of the zone, or the stalker, and I have the guess that this is going to be the main hero. It has to be mentioned that the trailer was on a game engine, and it shows us the level of graphic they want to achieve. It's really important that this game is going to be a shooter with open world, and the decisions that the player will take are gonna have global consequences. This game is an independent game, and it can be an introduction to the game universe. Developers told us some details, like the location is a modified version of the Chernobyl Zone IS, and that was made in 2006 after a different reactor explosion, and contains a lot of mystery and artifacts that players will have to explore and study. This is a total open world, not just some specific location. They say that this is one of the biggest open world on a post-apocalypse settings, and the proud of developers is an improved system of artificial intelligence that will make constant changes in the game even without players' influence. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 will have a big storyline that will change on players' decision every time, and this is really cool because we are going to be the gods of this game, and we will decide everything that is going to happen in it. An ambition project and one of the biggest GSC history project that gives us hope to be one of the best in the world. Game will be released first on PC, then on consoles. What about the release date? It's unknown, and we just have to wait because it's still a long road till that. Halo Infinite is the long-awaited next entry in the series on Xbox Series X. After being revealed all the way back in 2018, Halo Infinite has finally been revealed with a new trailer showing us 8 minutes of gameplay footage. The trailer tells us a lot about the game, with Chris Lee from developer 343 Industries confirming that Halo Infinite focuses more on exploration than previous entries. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a Halo ring that's several times larger than our last few Halo games combined. Master Chief can also sprint in this entry, and he carries a grappling hook. Even though Halo Infinite looks like a classic style Halo game, all of those additions are just very modern. This is 343 Industry third mainland Halo game after Halo 4 and 5, and it's been described as a spiritual reboot by the studio. It will continue the series story. It's been confirmed that Halo Infinite is coming to Xbox Series X, Xbox One and PC including the Steam, and is going to be available from the first day on the Game Pass. Halo Infinite is launching in the late 2020. Here is everything that I know. about this game so far.
It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, moving on. I know times are tough.
A lot of rumors in the internet appeared about a new part of Splinter Cell. After the appearance of Sam Fisher in Ghost Recon, it's confirmed that Ubisoft is working on another part of Splinter Cell. Last week, Italian actor Luca Ward said in an interview that the new part of the game will be soon going out, approximately in the next year, because the game was planned for 2020, but because of the COVID-19 everything was moved for the next year. From the word of the actor, this is going to be the last part of Sam Fisher's story, because if you calculate his age, he is now about 60, and this is a logical end of his story. Personally, I wait really much this game because I'm in love with this franchise. And also I want to say a little bit about the Rocket League, just a little announce that this game soon is going to be a free game and you will going to be able to take it from the Epic Game Store, and you will not have it anymore on the Steam, and everything is going to be changed about the tournaments and everything that is related to the Steam part. Thank you for watching me. I appreciate your attention. If you can subscribe and like, that will be awesome. And take care of you guys and see you in the next video.